We've got a few updates from some old stories, major forum improvements, and Kabam send out 6-star surveys. Yes, hello ladies and gentlemen, it is me, Rich the Man, and this is Marvel Contest of Champions news for Wednesday. Hope you're having a great day, and let's get right into those stories. But don't forget to hit the like button and the subscribe button, because funny enough, it does help out. Our first story begins with, are we having any kind of update to those Alliance Quest crystals? As you know, they say Season 5 at the moment, but we're very much starting off and into Season 6. The answer is we're really expecting it being an imminent thing to be changed, but it's just not something that Kabam have done straight off the bat with Season 6 being put in. And I don't think it means that we're going to get some improved drops from stuff that's going to be coming out those crystals, which is slightly disappointing, especially with, say, current shifts in the game and the requirement for more upgrade materials. It would be nice to see, but I just don't think it is going to be a thing. We'll probably have to wait a while for it to be upgraded in the future. In other news, a lot of you may know of the disagree button is now a part of the forum. So when a post comes out from Kabam Mike, I can imagine that everybody's going to troll him and disagree, because it's just the forums. And the fact is, even though with somebody even putting here like, oh, I'm happy to see this button in, everyone disagrees with him. Even a point with Kabam Lyra comes in and just goes, with great power comes great responsibility. And as you can see, everybody disagrees. What are you, friggin' Spider-Man villains or something? Come on, guys. Get out of the trolling and get into the more logical things. Disagree with the stuff that you actually should be disagreeing with, and agree with the stuff you should be. God, you're like a pack of children. Also, and just assuming this, you can see there's stars above everybody's profile, and I think it's based on the extent of posts that you do. So as you can see, this person here has got 4 stars, but there's like 1,800 posts, and it kind of ranges to the amount of posts that you do. So you can obviously increase your starage rating based on that. That seems a little bit more easier than the standard way of getting better 1 to 2 to 3 to 4 to 5 stars. Even like a 5-star awakening, I think you can get with it. So that's a fun new concept. But according to Kabam Vitus, this has been an important thing to do, because the flagging system, which was before, which you kind of like whether or not you agree with or disagree with, it kind of overloaded their kind of like, not systems, but the system in way they kind of looked at things that were malicious, bad, that kind of stuff. So it is handy to have that as being a correct function, not the case of going, right, well, let's just flag everything we don't agree with. Next up, and I want to bring to attention this post by eScouts. Now, this one is a very important one. It has a good message, but at the same time, there is more of a bigger reality check. And it is not just a case of talking about people to join alliances and understand them. It boils down to officers and alliance-based structure. So what am I talking about? Well, this post here really explains this. Really, there needs to be a little bit more that is done to educate people joining new alliances. What the expectations are, number 1, and number 2, what are the donations? What kind of things are they meant to be doing when they're joining said alliance? And that is very important. Each alliance has a different way that they run things. They'll do things differently. Some will use Line app, some will use a different app for communication. Others may not use anything at all. But there's a lot of things to understand when it's joining an alliance. And the information I think eScouts wants to see is very much on face value, at the point of you joining an alliance, rather than the recruitment process. Maybe the recruitment process needs to improve as well. It is very difficult to put a one-size-fits-all to everybody, because as I said, alliances run very differently. But I do agree, I could be making some more guides, as well as other YouTube people could be making more guides and understanding to those and educating audiences on how to really work effectively for an alliance. I think we all could learn a little bit about improvements with our alliance interaction and alliance assistance, and it's definitely something I want to put together in some video guides. And obviously the reason that I kind of took a bit of a liking to this particular post, but I must admit the Hollywood shine is taken off of this with the name Shoots Bra. Honestly, shoots bra, what the heck's that about? Also, as we touched on earlier, there is a little bit of improvements to the forums. And obviously, as you can see here, we've got a new section. So we've got spotlights, so they get their own kind of section, which is great and allows players to really see things in a much more kind of analytical sense for new champions going in. Also, there's ranks. So if you want to get yourself a 5-star, I don't know why, then post a lot and obviously get a load of likes. But the fact is, there is the disagreement button and the laugh out loud button, 2 buttons that don't exactly help out in that cause. So I can imagine that a disagreement button at the point of being added in is going to be quite helpful to one particular forum poster's or prolific forum poster's account. I don't really mention that particular person, even though they feature quite a lot in in the Marvel Contest Champions news, because obviously I spend a lot of time in the forums. As obviously a friend, not really a friend, I said it in a sarcastic way, friend to one particular YouTuber. So yeah, less said about that the better. Also, just touching on something that we talked about a moment ago, if you do need to raise concerns about a post, because obviously there's no flagging system, then do PM one of the moderators to get it worked out and looked into. Also, Kabam launched the Guardians scheme. So not the Guardians of the Galaxy scheme, because, well, don't get your ego self-inflated. But the fact is, well, this actually may lead to ego self-inflated. The Guardians program is that it's going to help out those on the forum. So people that are looking for advice, they want to talk about things, then this can be a very helpful platform for this. These people won't represent Kabam in any kind of employee-based kind of thing. And also, the fact is, their opinions will differ, or could differ, may not differ from that of Kabam's. So therefore, do take it with a pinch of salt when you are speaking to a Guardian, or only kind of like make sure you make it very much game specific, because that is going to be the main talking point that you're there, not about how to sort out your love life and other piddly problems that you might have. And for those problems, you should seek friends, counsel, those kind of things, not through here. I had to say that just in case there are people that do consider this to be a thing for therapy. It's not therapy. Well, I guess it's Marvel Contest of Champions therapy. It's kind of therapy. If you want to be a member of the Guardians program, then this is the qualification that you need to have. And the main thing is a good standing. So there's people that kind of like drop shade on the developer, all those people that might maybe get loads of disagreements on their posts, also those that cause trouble. Don't even try it. I expect there will be people that may even try it, and then Kabam are looking just like, nah, you've been a little shit. Don't even chance it. Next up, and something of an indifference, is the thought towards the developers on the type of rewards getting in. Look, let's face it, when the negative zones were put in and the stuff that we got back from them, that was held as being a great time. It was at a time when the game was very unstable from a functionality point of view, lag, dropping, lots of things that just made the game just so intolerable. But the fact is, the rewards were on point and a great little side quest. But when it comes to things like this with Rifts, it's not exactly being the kind of month as a side quest that maybe we were expecting. And there could be many reasons for this. It may be just a duff month. It may be a case that there's holiday plans, so therefore that this is just ran as it is, and it is just a more of a kind of a filler-based thing. But what is everyone else's thoughts on this stuff with the garbage rewards? And the fact is, people predominantly seem to feel towards the fact that it needs to really be looked into and these kind of improvements need to be there. But I guess that's the problem. When you have a month where it's the negative zones, these represent something what the player base can get, and if they want to see those things on a constant month in, month out with different type of monthly events, then they're going to feel a lot disappointed when it comes to months like this and people are taking home that. But this is an open-ended discussion, so I allow you to go to the link in the description and have your say. But also it'd be interesting to find out your opinions on this in the comments section below, so please do that. What are your thoughts on rewards, especially with rifts and things like that and side quests? Do you feel that negative zones have put an unbelievable expectation that this could be a current thing, an ongoing thing, and when new events and side quests come in that you feel a little bit disappointed? What are your thoughts? Have them in the comment section below. On to our next story, and the coral crystals, something that was kind of teased with this particular post a long time ago, but for whatever reason still hasn't come to fruition. Now my thought was, as of today, the 19th of June, that they would be in. So whatever time I put Marvel Contest Champions news out, which is in the daily slot at 1500 hours GMT, they may be then out 3 hours after, based on the 6 PM GMT time, that stuff that usually comes out new content wise. But it could be a case it may be the following week. So look out for it being the 26th of June, potentially. But more information, if I can deliver it, I will deliver it on Friday. If not, the crystals may be in. I just haven't had an answer yet from Kabam if it's a case that these will be in for the 19th of June today, or will it be in at a later date? Other news, and have you seen this survey? Well, for a lot of players, they have not. This is very specific, But the questions seem to be about whether or not there's 6-star availability, and is it good for you? Are you able to get 6 stars more easily is really the question. And the fact is, for a lot of players, it's still no. And I don't know if this comes in line with thoughts that Kabam Mike had about the fact that 5 stars and 6 stars are more obtainable nowadays. And to a degree, yes, that's correct. But from a wider kind of sense, no, it's not. So yes, whether or not you go for Cavalier Crystals or not, I personally won't be doing them ever again, because my ratio of getting anything decent from them is absolutely an abomination. So I'm not bothering that. The fact is, other players are able to get 6 stars a lot more easily. Their luck may be better, and also at the same time they may have completed certain content, which means that the survey may or may not represent the full community, but definitely aspects of it from a different percentage depending on your level of grind in the game. Shout out to Talon for sending this through, and obviously it comes with a question like, are 6 stars worth it? And obviously for a lot of players, yes they are, to get through certain content, but no they're not, based on the amount that they cost. But yeah, what are your thoughts on this particular survey? Are you kind of miffed that you weren't able to have your say on the survey? Were you in the survey? Have your say in the comment section below. The final story is arena predictions. All of the predictions that I've got are below at the moment, but I'm going with the following. 5-star Medusa, I'm going with 40 mil. And obviously that is based on the fact that the champion is usable. It is a popular champion. So yes, there will be people that want to push for it. People may even go and exceed that 40 mil, but I feel 40 mil is fair for that champion. 4-star, I'm going with 7 mil. It's a little bit more than what I probably do 6.5 mil, but again, it just depends on people's interest in that champion. And I'd probably say that 7 mil would probably be fair, but do look to it being dropping about 6.5. And finally, with the basic, I'm going with 2.2 mil. It's a little bit more than normal for a reroll of this champion, but the fact is, it's still a popular-ish champion for a lot of players that maybe want to get it and feel secure that they've got it because it's the first time having it. Then 2.2 mil is what I'm going for. And that has been your Marvel Contest of Champions news for the 19th of June 2019. I'll see you all in Friday's edition of the news. Don't forget to drop on by to the live stream tonight at 1900 hours GMT. Also, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe button, and also some of my other content here. Keep up to date with the Marvel Contest Champions news to the playlist there, and also subscribe to my other channel as well as this channel there, and some other content here. Please support. Thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye for now.